Hello everyone, here's Nathan Cavalcante from São Paulo, Brazil. Today we are going to talk about a very important tool from SAP. We are going to talk about BAPIs. Okay. Uh, First of all, let us discuss the main concept. BAPI is a standard tool developed by SAP, which one has a main objective. Okay. So I'm gonna show you some examples how to use the BAPIs, okay? And you're going to understand some main objectives for these BAPIs. We can use the BAPIs in ABAP programs in order to perform some tasks, okay? In other words, we do not need to reinvent the wheel. We just can use the BAPIs, okay? For example, let's just give you an example. I'm going to test here with you BAPIs for purchase orders information. The idea is to collect information from purchase orders. We can do that by several ways. We can use queries, we can create an ABAP program, which one can select information directly from the tables, purchase order tables. But also we can use BAPIs in order to perform this task. Okay, so let me show you how to work with BAPIs. The first step now is just run the transaction code BAPI. Okay, and I'm going to start showing to you one very simple task. Okay, just collect information from a purchase order. So we're going to materials management. Okay, I'm going to purchasing and purchase order. Okay, I'm going to open this folder, and my main objective now is get details. You can see here you have get details, old and the new one. Okay, when you have the number 1 in the end of the BAPI name, that means this is the new one. I recommend that you use always the new one. Okay, so I'm going to open this folder, and here we can see a lot of fields. Let's just say BAPI fields. Okay, for example, here PO tax item. In order to understand what means each of these fields, you can go on documentation tab. Okay. Sometimes you will not find documents. Okay, sometimes you will not find anything, but in this case you have parameters fields here, and you can understand and you can read the document from SAP and understand the reason or the proposal for these fields. Okay, so here we have an example, PO number. If you click here, system automatically will show you the definition. Okay. All right. So I'm going back to the tab details from for BAPI get details. So this is the function model, and I'm going to double click here. SAP will open automatically transaction code SA37, and I'm going to test this BAPI. So just press F8, sorry, or clicking this button. Alright, here you can see the system has importing parameters. So which parameters we are going to provide to SAP or for this BAPI? I'm going to provide only one information, the purchase order number. So let's just say this information comes from a selection screen. Okay, in your report where you provide a PO range number or just one PO. Here, in order to test, I'm going to use just one purchase order. So let me open, let me get an example here. Get this one. So the idea is I will provide this information, this purchase order, and the system will bring to us a lot of information from this purchase order. Okay, the vendor, the material. Okay, so let's do that. Just pasting here the purchase order number and I'm going to execute. Alright, and so you have import parameters here, and you have the export parameters. Export parameters is what SAP brings to you based on the importing parameters. Okay, let's just see here the PO header information. I'm going using the assign all entry, and here you can see a lot of information from this purchase order. So you have the number, you have the company code. It's okay, it's here, the company code is correct. You have the doc type, purchase order doc type, so you have here NB, it's okay, standard purchase order, and a lot of information, the user who has created it, and so on. Okay, so that's the idea, how to collect information from purchase order using a program, or you can use a BAPI for that. Okay, also we have more information here. For example, return, when this table return is filled, that means you got an error. For example, if you provide a purchase order that does not exist, the system will brings you an error. Let me try to do that. I will put 49 here because I'm pretty sure I don't have this. So exactly what I told you. Document does not exist. Okay. So every time you run a BAPI, and if you see the table return filled with one result at least, that means you got error, something is wrong. Okay, so let me change again here, run again, and show you that we have a lot of information, more fields here, more tables. Okay, so all you have to do now is just study the BAPI. Okay, see what kind of information system will bring it to you, and see if this information is good enough to your report. Okay, here I am in PO schedule, my schedule lines, and I think you got already the idea. Alright, this is my first step of this tip of the day, and now I would like to show you a more complex BAPI. Okay, based on good movements. Let's just do that. So I'm coming back to BAPI cockpit. I'm closing the purchase order, the purchasing area. I'm going now in inventory management, goods movement, and the idea is to create from data. Okay, here we have the function module name, BAPI goods movement create, and here you have the documentation in order to understand the fields you have to fill in the importing parameters. Okay? Another way to understand how to fill the BAPI is just trying to do manually what I'm going to do via BAPI. I'm going to show you how. Let's go again, goods movement, create from data. I'm going to open this BAPI. I'm going to test, and you have this screen. I'm going to open transaction code MB1C. I would like to show you how to perform movement type 561. Okay, that means initial stock quantities. Let me see in English which name we have for this movement. Start, I believe it's start balance. In other words, let's just say we are implementing SAP in a company, and we have done the inventory, and we have to start the stock of this company. So you have to use this movement type in order to provide the whole quantities to the stock. Okay, 561. It's very difficult to explain in English, but okay, I hope you got the idea. Okay, I will need a material for this text. Okay, so I have one that I have already used. This one, I have created um, this video in Portuguese, so I'm going to use the same material. Okay, but I'm going to use another BAPI. Okay. All right, let's just do that. Let's just fill the information, the import parameters. So the first thing I'm going to do is to provide information goods movement header. I'm going using the single view. Posting date. I'm going to use today's date. I'm using the Brazilian format, okay? So today is 7 June, doc date, okay? And header test. Let's just put here test initial stock. Okay. For this material document that we are going to create, that's enough for the header. Okay. Let's go back. Goods movement code. This is very important because this code will tell the system what kind of movement we are going to do. So I have here a list, just print to screen, okay? For example, if you are going to perform goods received for purchase order, you have to use GM code 1, okay? As I'm going to use for other goods received, I'm going to work with goods movement code 5, okay? So it's okay here. Now I'm going to provide information for the item. Okay. Here I have the material. Oh, this is not the material. I have it. Where is the material? I have it here. Here I have the material. Here I have the plant. Here I have storage location, and I have to provide the BAPI. This material is BAPI controlled, so that's why I have to put this information here. I'm going to use initial 2, and now I have to give the movement type 561. Okay. Stock type is special stock, vendors, not necessary. Here the quantity, let's choose 20. Okay. Unit of measure is not necessary to provide this information because system can get this information automatically. I believe that's all. Okay, so again, you have a lot of fields. You have to study field by field in order to test your BAPI. Okay, as I'm performing now a single BAPI, single task, only this information I'm providing right now is enough. Okay, you can do special stock movements too. Okay, but I'm not doing it right now. Okay, so I go back now, and I believe I have everything set up in order to run this task. If I have forget any kind of information, system will perform a return. Remember, system will provide an error message. Okay, let us execute it and see what happens. Oh, nice. I don't have any return, that means I don't have any errors, okay? And system has created a material document, okay? So that means if we go here and MMB transaction code, and if I refresh this page, that means I will have the new quantity here, right? Right, wrong. Should be, but it's not. Why? Because it's missing one step. I have just tested the BAPI right now, but we have to perform another step in order. If you want to use this test in order to really generate the material document, you have to perform this BAPI 2, BAPI transaction commit. Okay, so this one you generate the material document, but this one you perform the commit action. Okay, so how we have to do that? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. Just go back and save your test. Okay, let me call it as test 2 and save. That means all information I have posted here is now in my test data dictionary. So I have test 1 and I have test 2 here. Okay, if I go on test 1, they're totally similar, but I think I have another quantity here. I tested with 10. Yes, it's here. And my quantity in my first test was 10. And again, let me go to where is it? In the previous screen. Go to my test 2 is the one that we are testing right now with 20 quantity. Perfect. So the first step to do is exactly to save your entries. Okay, now we're going to transaction code SA37 and we're going to test a sequence. Okay, in this sequence we can tell the system we would like to run 2 BAPIs at once. So you have to inform the first one, the BAPI goods movement create, and the second one, BAPI transaction commit. Okay, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to show you, but we are about to finish. Okay, so now system will perform the first BAPI, the goods movement create. Okay, but before that I have to call my test with the information I have provided before. Okay, let's run F8, go back and run again, and I don't have any return here. That means everything is okay or not. Let's just check. I'm here again in transaction code MMBA. We have the first bath that I have done before in testing, and the idea is to generate a new bath right now. Oh, so here we have. Okay, so let's just see my goods movement material. So this is the one. We have just created this one right now using the BAPI. Okay, I'm going to use another transaction code in order to see this one. Transaction code MB03. Here is the document. So what I would like to show you. Okay, guys, I don't have this material description here because it's in Portuguese. I don't have it in English. That's why I don't have nothing here. But I would like to show you the header. Remember when we were in our BAPI? Let's just test again. Let me go to test dictionary. Let me call the test you have done. Header. All the information I have provided here, you can find here. Testing literal stock, the date, okay? Also, here the item. Let's just see the item level. All the information I have provided here, you are going to find here. The movement type, the path, the status location, the plant, the material, and the quantity. Okay? Okay, guys, that's all. Just think the possibilities we can do with this tool. For example, I was using SAP implementation on a company. So after inventory, you should have an Excel spreadsheet with a lot of materials, a lot of part numbers, with a lot of quantities, a lot of BAPIs. So using this spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet, we can create an ABAP program. This ABAP program can work together with this BAPI, and the idea is the ABAP program will read the Excel spreadsheet. Based on the Excel, the ABAP will call for BAPI, and the BAPI will be able to perform the postings, generating the first movement in the stock with the first quantities. Okay? I hope you enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in our next tip of the day. Okay? Bye bye. Thank you.